The man was stunned to find his daughter, who had died 7 days ago, standing at the foot of his bed, asking for a hug. The man was frantic upon seeing this, desperately pleading for his daughter to leave him alone. Just then his wife arrived in time, and anxiously asked what had happened. When the man snapped out of it and looked again, his daughter had disappeared without a trace. He told his wife about the experience, but she thought he was just overly stressed and hallucinating. Seeing how shaken her husband was, the wife kindly offered to make him some calming tea. However, what happened next was unexpected. His daughter, who should have been dead, was casually sitting on the living room couch eating chips, and the wife was completely unfazed, because all of this was part of her plan. It turned out that 7 days ago, the daughter was severely injured in a car accident. Although the husband was at the scene, he was busy having an affair in the car with his mistress. Ironically, their intimate moment was witnessed by the daughter lying on the ground. Even though the daughter was rushed to the hospital, she lost an arm due to delayed treatment. It was only then that the wife truly realized her marriage to her husband was nothing more than a web of lies for personal gain. Recalling before the wedding, the husband had orchestrated her unexpected pregnancy as a way to have her stay home, take care of the family, and smoothly take control of her company. Now the spark of revenge ignited in the wife's heart, and she was determined to destroy this betraying man. She burned the photos with her husband, and even tossed the daughter's toys into the fire, vowing to reclaim everything she had lost. At that moment her prank plan officially began. She wanted this scumbag to live in fear for the rest of his life. When the man saw his daughter for the first time, he thought it was a nightmare, but when he woke up in the middle of the night, he saw his daughter sitting on the couch again. She was happily preparing to share chips with him. However, the man, feeling guilty, quickly backed away and accidentally bumped into the wall. He then fainted. The wife then brought the husband back to the room and drew a blood handprint on his arm, similar in size to their daughter's hand. The next morning when the man woke up, he screamed in terror upon seeing the handprint. The wife acted as if she didn't know anything and approached him. The man, terrified, told his wife that he had indeed seen their deceased daughter eating snacks in the living room last night, but the wife continued to reassure him that it was just his stress causing hallucinations. Though the man felt the sensation of his head hitting the wall was so real, he began to wonder if it might indeed be caused by stress. Just then the doorbell rang. The wife knew it was her husband's secretary, so when they all sat down for breakfast, the secretary kept making gestures under the table to interact with the man, then even arrogantly asked the wife to serve him another bowl of porridge. Both the husband and wife froze in shock, but the wife still took the secretary's bowl and went to the kitchen. As she left, the secretary couldn't wait any longer and began to assert his dominance over the man. However, the wife didn't yell or make a scene. Instead, she created some privacy for the two of them. Unbeknownst to them, the wife had already installed a surveillance camera in the room and was now watching their every move on her computer. She calmly pulled out her phone and informed the company's major shareholders, asking them to come to the house immediately for a meeting. She planned to ruin both her husband and the secretary's reputations. At the same time, the daughter in the room began to act. She hid their clothes. A few minutes later, the shareholders arrived, and as instructed by the wife, they went to the room. Hearing the noise, the two in the room jumped in shock, but they couldn't find their clothes. At that moment, the daughter's doll suddenly made a noise, startling the man. With no time to think, he